195 Christ. If we get Kamara, that makes me excited. Last time we bought a DM, that went well. We've done that one. Itachi said, evening, friends. Triple winger raid really possible? I'd welcome all of them. So, look, I said earlier on, it was a very fleeting interaction I had with somebody, and they said to me that Liverpool could still do all three very late. I'm dubious about it. I really am. I mean, how could you come on and credibly say, oh, I think we're going to sign all three? Somebody said it to me. I'm going to try chase it up a bit more. I don't really put much expectation behind it, and I'm certainly not telling you guys to be expecting all three because, again, logically, I get how could you understand that or expect it to happen. But, you know, I always say if I get something that we think from somebody that, you know, has been good to us in the past, maybe we talk about it, but I'm not confident on it personally. But I'd love to be wrong about it. I'd absolutely love to be wrong about it. Ryan said, Craig, is Liverpool's main problem more of a system or a player quality problem? Many people asking about getting a DM, but I'm not so sure be as easy as that. Support from County Derry. I think it's a bit of everything, Ryan, to be honest with you. Obviously, with a new coach coming in, there's going to be a bedding in process as they get used to his ideas. That I've no problem with that, even if that takes a little bit of time. No problem with it. But the problem that I have, and the thing that worries me most about the club, Ryan, is the lack of leadership from the top down. That's the part that, as a fan, I find really worrying because, you know, the managers come in. We know the guy who's running after the transfers and taking care of them is heading off to Saudi. We don't know who's actually having a say in the day-to-day operations. I mean, the company line is that FSG are still taking care of the day-to-day operations, but they've kind of got one foot out the door. We don't know the sporting director situation. They're the things that worry me more than transfers because these are long-term things, and what happens now can have an impact 1, 2, 3 years down the line. And that's the thing I'd like clarity on most at the football club is who's going to be the new director of football? What direction are we going to go in? What input or what is the lay of the land with the new investors? Are they going to take over the football and operations? These are things that I want answers to as a fan. Transfers are, you know, windows come, windows go, but this is serious stuff that does have a knock-on impact. So that's where my concern is at the minute. I feel like for a whole host of reasons, the club have taken their eye off the ball in recent years and, you know, sometimes tried to deny that there are issues when it's pretty clear that there are. And that's, you know, that's where I'm at as a fan. I just want some clarity on the future direction of the club and knowing that we have people who want to continue to make Liverpool challenge and not just make money. But we don't know that because we've got no communication. Dean, thank you, mate. Appreciate you, Dean. Newcastle supporter, like to say thank you to Liverpool fans for taking the part in the Kevin Keegan tribute on Sunday. Gentleman, Peter, absolute gentleman, sir. It was one of those rare occasions, wasn't it, where, you know, football just won that day because both sets of fans showed what Kevin Keegan meant to obviously the city of Newcastle, the city of Liverpool, and to football in general. If you can come together, Peter, in moments like that, you might as well throw your hat at it, mate. So well done to you guys as well, mate. Club were absolutely top notch and everything they did around the Keegan stuff. And I think both sets of fans certainly did their clubs proud. So thank you, Peter, mate. Really appreciate you dropping in and saying that and wishing you the best for the season, bro. Soren, nice to see you, my friend. It's been a minute. I hope you're well. Said, hey, Craig, hope you and the family are good. What's this one? Would make sense to get Barcola, Minta, and Bay and Kamara if we get rid of Gakpo, Chiesa, and Endo. Would balance left and right wingers and give us security at DM. Oh, that would be incredible. Like if there was a window that ends exactly how you've written it out there, Soren, I think we'd be happy Liverpool fans, right? Of course, then you have to worry about how all of these guys settle in and fit in and get used to the Premier League. But God, mate, if we ended the window with Gakpo gone, Chiesa gone, Endo gone, Elliott gone, Jones gone, some decent money brought in, the wingers that you've mentioned and a DM, I dare say that would leave me in good spirits anyway. I certainly feel a bit more optimistic about the season ahead. Irfan, how are you, bro? Irfan said, it's not DM or left back or right back. I think it's our lack of pace. Kirkes, McAllister, Gravenberch's just too slow. The positioning at Newcastle wasn't a fault. Maybe three at the back. Araujo is pacey. Ignore the haters. Look, the pace thing is something we talked about at the end of last season, and that's where the Barcolas of this world, the Yankuba Mintas of this world, they are supposed to be the solutions to that lack of pace. I have to slightly disagree here, fam, because I do think it is the balance of the team that isn't right, and I think Carragher's right in what he says about it. And I think if we continue to go ahead, even trying to play this double pivot, how do I say it? Sometimes we get bogged down too much in the small details. Is it a DM? Are we playing a 4-3-3? Are we playing a 4-2-3-1? Ultimately, you can just look at it and see that we've too many players advancing in attacks. And when we turn over possession, which we have a habit of doing, we're getting caught. Now, the second Newcastle goal, that actually annoyed me a lot more than the first one, because there's no way he should have Johan Visa should have gotten out of that centre circle without being fouled or without the ball being challenged and won off him. That really wound me up, because that was like a throwback to everything that we hated about last year when they were on a slot. The passive defending, dropping off, almost willing them to shoot, and then whoopsies, it's gone in. So I kind of do think it is a system thing. Look, I also disagree with this theory that Iraola doesn't need a DM in his system. Tyler Adams did a lot of that work, but I do think it will get better. It will get better. Like, it's totally expected to have an era of instability. But I don't think we'll find a balance in midfield if we don't bring in a DM. I just struggle to feel there is a way that we can get these players to cover the space that's being exposed. So I have to say, as much as I don't want to, we need it. And I agree with everyone that says we do. Every footballing instinct I have screams that we're too wide open in the middle of the park. And I'm all for getting bodies forward when we attack. I love it. But you need to have a balance there. And again, there was some really good analysis on Monday Night Football showing how advanced Liverpool players were and how they were basically just getting into each other's positions. I also agree with Carragher saying it would be nice to see Wirtz getting a little bit closer to Isak, almost playing as a second striker option up there with him. Rick, how are you, Ricky? Howdy, Craig. Could I interest you in a Manuel Ugarte as a DM? I reckon 60 million is a fair price, and I'll drop him at the training ground. I'm going to say no on that one, Ricky, but there was once upon a time where, as Liverpool fans, we were certainly having those conversations about Ugarte when he was at Sporting Lisbon. I have to say, I expected him to be better at Manchester United, Ricky, than he has been. And I know you guys unveiled Carlos Baleba today, which I think would be a good signing for you. The one that didn't make sense to me was Andre Santos. That's the United signing that I just can't get my head around. But yeah, I don't think we'll be your buyers anyway, Ricky, for Manuel Ugarte.